By the end of this summer, Britain will have its 7th Prime Minister in 10 years. Yes, that's 7. Only one of the past 6 has managed to complete a full term as the revolving door at number 10 continues to spin. With the former Mayor of Greater Manchester, Andy Burnham, now expected to lead the Labour Party, the mid-term replacement cycle has begun all over again. But how unusual is this rapid political chop and change compared with our neighbours? And what are the consequences? Historically, British leaders stuck around. From Harold Wilson to David Cameron, the average tenure for a British Prime Minister was roughly 6 years, anchored mostly by Margaret Thatcher, who lasted 11 years, and Tony Blair, who was in power 10 years. But today, since Brexit, the lifespan of a political leader has significantly shortened, dropping to less than 2 years. Boris Johnson lasted the longest of the recent bunch, and he only managed 3 years and 45 days. And are our European neighbours replacing their leaders in the same fashion? The answer is no. Since 2016, the UK's leadership has dissolved quicker than any other major G7 European nation. In fact, across the European Union, only Bulgaria and Austria have gone through more leaders than the UK in the past decade. 12 EU countries have had just one new leader in that time. And take France's Emmanuel Macron. He's been president since 2017 and has survived massive domestic crises. Along the way, he's worked with 5 different British prime ministers. In Germany, Angela Merkel served for 16 years. And in Italy, Giorgia Meloni is now into her 3rd year, so a country's trend of instability in leaders seems to have reversed. How does a modern British premiership actually end? Increasingly, it's not because of a general election, but cabinet panic. Leaders are being ousted by their own teams as ministers panic and jump ship. Theresa May suffered more than 40 ministerial resignations before she stepped down. 62 ministers and aides abandoned Boris Johnson in 4 days. Even Sir Keir Starmer, who promised to end the noisy performance, bowed out after suffering many early resignations. Financially, the markets usually cheer when a Prime Minister resigns because it removes uncertainty, pushing gilt yields down. But this time, market reaction to Starmer's exit has been rather flat. With sliding approval ratings and Burnham's by-election win, investors were not surprised by Starmer's resignation. It seems as though the British public has run out of patience. A Snap YouGov poll found 62% thought Starmer was right to resign. But continuously changing leadership is negatively impacting public trust. Another poll found that 61% of the public believe it doesn't matter who's in charge, things hardly ever improve. If successive governments keep ruling without a mandate, Britain's biggest problem won't be who is standing at the Downing Street lectern, it'll be if anyone is still listening.